Hi there, my beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. This video is going to be a little something different than my normal typical videos, still in the genre of cash envelopes, because moving forward in the month of June, we are going to be starting my daughter's cash envelope binder. So this will be a good chance for me to explain how one might create their own binder by helping my daughter create hers. So thank you for being here. Consider hitting that subscribe button, joining the family, and letting me be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. With that said, let's go ahead and get this started. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining with this video. I know it's something a little different than my normal, but I'm excited about this. I really am helping my daughter, my teenage daughter, create her own binder. So in today's video, we're going to be decorating up the cover to her liking, making it her own, and then kind of going over what we want the insides to be. So we'll be going over what kind of envelopes she wants. We're going to make a game plan basically on how to move forward in making her binder. And then she has been very kind and gracious to allow me to decorate her envelopes, just to keep my DIY custom envelope video series going on my channel. So throughout the month of June, probably July, depending on how many she wants, it might go on into August, who knows, but we will be decorating up her envelopes for her binder, specific to her designs. Before I do go ahead and get started though, as per usual for all of my videos, let me go ahead and grab today's prompter card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompter card. It is basically a conversation starter, so I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help me get to know you better and you guys to get to know me better. So today's prompter card is, ooh, what do you hope people will say about you at your funeral? Ooh. I don't know. I don't like thinking about that actually. I hope that people will say that I was a good person, that I cared more about people than myself, that I sacrificed a lot of myself to give others a better life, mainly my children, that I was a good mom, a good wife. I don't know. Just, I guess, the basics that I think everybody wants to be said. What about you? What do you hope people will say at your funeral? All right, so I need to go and get my daughter, but before I do that, I want to show you what we're going to be doing a little bit of with the decorating. So this is her binder. It's just black. We decided on black. We went through a lot of different options, and black was the final choice. So black it is, and then I gave her the option of doing this either a vertical book like so, and she can just have her envelopes this way, which I would love to see that. So I hope one of my kids chooses vertical so I can see what that would look like. But she chose horizontal, so we are going to be doing her book this way, just like how mine are. And we went ahead and got her stickers. Now I'm sure this is probably showing up really weird on camera because it's basically a mirror and you might actually see yourselves. Can you see yourself? But this is, let me stand up just to make sure you guys can see. But this is the Attack on Titan logo with the Japanese characters that are for the series. This is also the 4 symbols that are in the actual show. So we're going to be weeding these out and putting them on here. So the idea is that Attack on Titan will be here, and then 2 logos here, 2 logos there. We're also going to be decorating the back side this way, and we're going to be putting the Japanese name or title of the show straight down vertical the way it's supposed to be in Japanese. So we're going to be putting it straight down the middle here. And then we have the 4 symbols, again, in a larger version, which we'll be doing here, one here, and then same on this side. So we spent quite a bit of time coming up with this design, and we printed out these stickers. So I'm going to get her to help me weed them out and to place them, because this is her book after all. So let me go grab my daughter and we'll get started. I think the first thing that I want to discuss with her is what type of envelopes she wants. And I will show you guys how to kind of come up with that decision, and maybe it'll give you guys some inspiration or some ideas for your own. If you've never started a cash envelope book, maybe this will be the time. This will be the inspiration you need to just give it a try. Start with one, see what happens. But this is what we're going to do for a 17-year-old. So let me go ahead and grab my daughter and get started with this. Okay, so I have grabbed my daughter. This is my middle child. You know her as A.
Hi.
And she's going to be helping, of course, because this is her binder. But before we actually get started on decorating up the outside of the binder, we're going to go ahead and start breaking down what we want inside of the binder. So I figured this would be a very helpful for you guys if you want to make your own binder, you want to try this system out, and just to kind of give you an idea on how to break down what you might need in your own life. This, of course, is tailored to a 17-year-old, so you can take it with a grain of salt, but it should help you guys get an idea of how to break down your own thoughts and what you want to save for. I do want to preface this by saying, for me, as you know, I have a ton of envelopes, and the reason for that is because I want an envelope for everything on the occasion that I can save for that thing. If I don't have an envelope for it, then it's just never going to be saved for. It doesn't mean that I'm going to save for it every single time I get extra income, but the envelope is there so that it will remind me maybe one day when I do have a little extra income, I should probably stick some money in it. So just because there's going to be an envelope for everything she can think of doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to save for that always and constantly. It is there for when she has the extra income to do it, and having the envelope there is just a little reminder that this is something she might want to save for later. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to start this by handing her this pen, and I'm going to write down 4 separate categories. These categories are basically just a place that she can start with brainstorming some different envelopes that she might want to have for present, future, things that she might need. So I made this completely corny, the typical Southern pastor style with the 4 P's. So first category we have is personal. So she will come up with some personal envelopes, things that she needs for her personal spending type of thing. Then we have preparation or prepare. I'll just write prepare because it's shorter. And this is so that she can have some envelopes where she's preparing for her future, things that aren't occurring now but will occur, or she hopes will occur in the future. And then we also have productivity. And this is for basically self-improvement. So things that she needs to improve whatever career she's in or whatever career she might want to be in. It's just self-improvement overall. And then we have play. And this will be items that, of course, are for play. All right, so that's the basic gist. I gave these 4 categories for her, and we're going to fill them out with her ideas and maybe some of my ideas on what she can make envelopes out of. So starting with personal, we all know, maybe you're new and you haven't watched this, but my daughter has her own bird. She's had her bird since she turned 14.
Yeah.
and which is kind of incredible. We were talking about this yesterday. Her being 14 when we got her own pet seems like crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But anyway, so she does have her own pet. So part of her personal needs would be definitely being able to take care of her baby. So sorry that this is sideways, but she needs to be able to write that. So she's writing Ross, and probably on her envelope it'll probably say Ross.
Yeah. Ross.
Because that's her baby's name. In this, we can have subcategories. So if you've watched my channel, you know that I have mini envelopes where I have tabs inside of the envelope. So it's basically subcategories for the same category. It just helps me to not have to have a gazillion envelopes for one typical thing. So for her, with her bird, she might have things like, if you'll just put it beside it.
Wait, next to it?
Yes, because these would be tabs inside of that envelope. So for her, she would have something like toys, food,
Looks like cage.
and cage. Yeah, so cage needs. So he does come with his own needs that he would have. And so it would be good for her to have some tabs inside of her envelope just to kind of help sort out what she's saving for and what is needed. All right, so another envelope might be what?
Oh, clothes.
Clothes. So she definitely wants to save for her clothes. Typical teenager.
What?
Just kidding. I love you. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else?
Maybe, I guess coffee. Or
Coffee.
Just like general spending.
General spending. Okay. She does have a coffee addiction. Just
Not
kidding.
As bad as you.
Not as bad. Okay, whatever. So coffee and spending, we do have like a coffee bar at our church. So every time we go to church, we have to have coffee, and it's $5 every time. Mm-hmm. We also love Starbucks, so it's just good to have a little extra something there set aside just for that. And then you do have your spending. Is there anything else personal wise that you can think of?
No, not really.
Nope. Okay. Well, this is always here, so if you do think of something, you can always come back to it.
Yeah.
So moving on to prepare or preparation. One day, my daughter is going to move out.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes, you do.
So we do need an envelope here for moving out. So there's going to be a lot of needs that she's not even aware of that she's probably going to need, like a deposit for the place that she's going, rentals for moving all of her furniture if needed, or gas at the very least. Mm-hmm. Her first shopping trip for groceries. She's going to need furniture. She's going to need a lot of stuff. And so moving out will encompass a lot. So that one, it will definitely have tabs. We don't need to put all of that in there now. But, you know, as we get to this envelope, we can definitely discuss some tabs to put inside of that. Okay. All right. So another preparation.
Was car needs.
Car needs, because one day you're going to have your own car. And cars come with needs like oil changes, tags, gas, deductible in case you do get into an accident, car insurance, car emergencies, just maintenance, upkeep on it. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So car needs will encompass a lot of different tabs in that. So it's good to go ahead and have something there so that you can eventually start saving for that, and you'll have money there when you do have your own car, which I think that she's probably going to end up getting my car.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Fix that before you give it.
Yeah, it might be a little too old by that time. I don't know. So next up we have what?
Like savings.
Yes, it's always important to have your own savings. So a typical rule is everything that you make, you want to put something in, even if it's like $1, $2. If you're making $10 a week, put $1 into savings.
Yeah.
You know, that way what you're making actually goes to something that will benefit you in the long run.
Right.
All right. So next up, what else?
Gifts.
All right, so definitely gifts, because you're going to have gifts to give to your friends, to your siblings, parents. There's going to be gifts somewhere. So that's a good one to have. Is there anything else that you want to think of, saving for the future type of thing? I apologize if you hear my dog.
I don't really think of anything right now.
All right, so again, if there's anything else you can think of, we can always come back to it. All right, so moving on to productivity, this is, as I said again, like self-improvement. So anything that she can think of that would improve herself, her career, stuff like that.
No, I can't really think of anything.
All right, so if I give you some ideas, will that help?
Sure.
All right, so she is tossing around this idea of wanting to be a streamer.
Sure.
And being a streamer comes with things that she would have to buy, things that she would have to have in order to make that dream a reality. Again, you are going to get your graduation gift, which will probably, if you're wanting to use it for that, you can buy a huge streamer setup like, your brother has, which is great. But there's other things that won't buy. So, like microphones, backdrops, things, webcams, things that you might want extra. So if that is something that you want, you can always do that, or you can just have it as a basic career instead of just having it say streaming. That way you're not bound to that if you decide to change your mind.
Okay, so should I just put career?
Yeah, I think so. So career. So anything that would involve whatever career you decide to go with. If you're going to be your own boss, usually you're going to have to put your own money into it first before you can make money. So career is a good one. It encompasses everything. And if streaming is the way you're going to go, then you'll have something to be able to save up for those things to make your streams better.
Right.
Another thing would be electronics. You're going to eventually need a new phone or an iPad or whatever. That could also be helpful for career, but it also could be a personal electronics saving. And then another thing is college or college courses. I know that you've tossed around the idea of maybe doing some culinary courses and stuff like that. So, there's self-improvement courses you could save for.
We'll just say courses
Okay.
and not college.
She's not interested in spending her life savings on college.
No.
Which is fine. Absolutely fine. All right. So is there anything else that you can think of productivity-wise that would help you or that you would want to save for?
No, I don't think of anything right now.
Okay. So moving on to play then. This is a pretty self-explanatory one.
Yeah.
So is there any things you can think of?
Like going out.
Yes, definitely. Going out, especially as you get older and you're driving and stuff, you're going to be going out, you're going to be doing things, you're going to want some spending money, basically, that is specifically for that occasion.
Yeah, and travel.
Travel. So you can start saving up for your own travel. That's kind of cool.
And then games.
Yes, gaming, because you like to play games. You like to buy things in your games.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing to have so that you can save up for those occasions. And then you won't feel guilty for buying something in a game because you saved up for it.
Yeah. Oops.
What else? Anything else?
Well, not really.
All right. So, and then again, we can also toss tabs in any of these to further separate that out and make it different without having to add a lot of envelopes. All right, so now that we have basically a game plan, we have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14. I think that's pretty good as far as envelopes go. It's about how many would fit in your binder, so that's good. And then again, adding tabs as needed. So this is a good way to kind of just see where we're going to go with this. And of course, she's allowing me to do her envelopes and to design them with her designs. So that'll be fun. That's at least, 14 weeks of videos. So moving on. All right, so as I showed you guys, I already showed them the designs that we have. We are going to go ahead and work on weeding these out. So I'm going to show her how to do it. I think I'm going to give you this one because that one seems to be a little bit easier. I am going to, let me grab some tools. All right, let's see, we want, stop it.
We're gonna pluck out the squares? Yes, the squares. I don't know if this one is made for it. Okay. Thanks.
1 eternity later.
Okay,
Okay.
so now we got to position it right where you want it.
Definitely want it centered. Yes, I want it up. And straight. Not there? Yeah. Does it good? I think so. Okay, now you're just going to rub it on there.
You can even use this too.
Boom.
Sweet.
Oh.
That looks phenomenal. Okay, back turn.
I still think my sentence would have been better, but okay.
Man, that looks
I
good.
know.
So what you envisioned?
Yes.
That's cool. I love it. All right, guys, what do you think?
I don't care what you think. I like it.
So we are going to start our new series. You can always, if you ever think of stuff to put inside of here, you can. But for now,
It looks cool.
it looks great. So your job moving forward is to find me some designs that you want me to draw on your envelopes.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And there you have it. She did a great job. I love it. It looks super, super cute and just her style. If you didn't know, yes, this is an anime, but my children are also partially Japanese, so their culture is Japanese. And I think this goes right on into that. It's pretty awesome. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope this gave you some inspiration or some ideas on if you're going to start your own binder. And I'm looking forward to doing these envelopes with you guys. I think that will kick start next week, the DIY custom envelope. and we'll see what designs she pulls up for me. It's going to be a challenge, and I'm always up for a challenge. So stay tuned to those. If you are still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to be your inspiration every single week for your own budgeting journey. And make sure you click that notification bell. That way you are notified when these videos drop. And I will see you guys in the next video next week, which will be DIY custom envelopes. Super excited. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. And as always, until next time, bye.